Yo, what up, guys? Hi, ya. Yeah, we be yapping, but not yet. We'll give time for people to roll in. We'll faff about with some gameplay or something, you know. Also, give me some time to, I don't know. What a day, man. All right, I gotta save my thoughts until we start. All right. I sound out of breath. Lol. No research clubbing today. No. Yo, what's up, Rag? I sound out of breath. I mean, I was just chopping some wood, but I'm more out of breath with with Shadowverse. Hi, bestie. Yo, what's up, Zille? How you doing, bro? Also, based to who music? Seafoot. I got something for you, bro. I got a brand new red shirt. You're gonna love it. There you go. That's all for you, buddy. Good morning. Hey. Yo, thank you so much, Torlin. 33 million years. Thank you, thank you. I have the emblem. It's true. Thank you, Torlin. Big smooch. Yeah, I've got. So I didn't make this, but this was one of the very funny memes that came out of the tournament. It's excellent. Yeah. Uh, yeah, we did. We did play 100% orange juice while we were waiting. It was fun. 100% orange juice is super fun. Try to understand the charts. No, you're fine. Basically, I went 6-4, but I only played 4 games, so it was just an absolute disaster every step of the way. But I gotta save that. Gotta save that for later. Once people roll in, I can't be using up my yap before it's yap time. You know what I mean? Oh god. All right. I had 4 people forfeit. Um. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yo, what's up, Anthony? Yeah. Anyway, let's see what we get. Nothing. All right, this is the one, right? This is the one. This is not the one. All right. Who? Fanfare banish. Okay. Who? Draw a spell, recover 2 play points. Well, we're never spending those, are we? Yeah, 2 PP 3/3 draw 1 is not good enough for sword. I guess they don't want to draw spells. But when they do... Alright, yeah, I guess we'll play... What have I got to do? I got to win... Is it chests? It's still chests. Alright. Can shoot a tentacle? Yeah, alright. Yo, Fiona, how you doing? I don't really want to play Rune. Are the galore chests available? You just woke up for work? Damn. Well, good morning. I hope you have a nice day at work. Wait, where are the galore chests? Oh, we've got new weeklies. Oh my god, it's a new week. Lobby? Okay. Man, I'm not seeing him here either. How did SVO go? It was awful. Events? Thank you, Bahamut. No, I missed one! I missed one because of SVO. No! Wait, that doesn't make sense. Wouldn't it have counted for SVO? The 4 billion rupees! It's bricked. It's so over. Alright. Oh, we'll have to reroll, I guess. Yeah, you didn't miss out. Holy moly. You missed 5? Okay. So really, I just missed out on 50 rupees. Or 50 vials, right? You know who didn't miss a chest? Rodney. Really? Geller. Yeah, poor Geller, man. I messaged him. What did he say? That he was just as unhappy. He was not a happy camper. I did survive it. Yeah. I'll go over all of the all the stuff in a bit, but yeah. Let's just get comfy with some with some Shadowburn. Absolutely, Tomokia. That's right. What deck have I enjoyed most so far? Ramp Dragon. Ramp Dragon. I don't want to get Zirconia'd, man. Yeah, Ramp Dragon is super fun. Oh shit. The meme techno? I'm on board for that. With Fanny. 100% with Fanny. Fanny's my goat. Is this too quiet? I can barely hear it. Yeah, Fanny. I mean, yeah, Ramp Dragon has a lot of problems. It has some good matchups, it's just those matchups aren't played. Oh. This was Crumpy's list before he modified it. Yo, what up, Matt? Dollars! The game feels so shit on a losing streak? Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. How much do I got? I don't got enough. I think we're dead, chat. He can do 18? No, I only need to heal 3. People enjoy winning? Yeah. That's what they enjoy. I'm one off, right? Yeah, well, thank you for the follow. You're more curious why people think Rune is hard to play? I think it's hard to play perfectly. It's fairly easy to play the cards that you can play, but to play it perfectly, I think is quite difficult. Oh shit. Dollars. The Dollars playlist has started. Hey, what's up, Fitzy? Four zero weekend 20? Hell yeah. Gaming. Yeah, but I didn't want to overdraw. But what do you mean board lock? He's forest. He has bounces. Bounce doesn't exist? Well, he's not board locked anyway because he has two spaces, right? Bug alert! Alright, he got there. So the argument is what? We should have just acted like he didn't have Roach. Play to win instead of play to not die to Roach. But if we drew like another claw or something, I think we're fine. I don't know, man. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a hand. Yeah, I mean, she wins you. You don't win many games without playing her. She's a keep. For sure. Oh. Oh, okay. Hey, A-Ray. A-Ray, A-Ray. How you doing? I over A-Rayed. Oh, man. How you doing, A-Ray? You finally relaxing? How's work treating you? Yeah, SVO kind of exploded. It's true. No man? Oh, that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, it was like 50% sword rune. Oh, because they still had their barrier. Just like ranked, yeah. So we'll go over that as well. Works be manageable? Well, that's, I mean, that's good news, right? He can Norman. So I guess we can Medusa after that. We can probably deal 6. But after that we need to stop spending Super Evos, I guess. But we have Medusa. All I can hear is this heckin' Shadowverse wind, man. Jesus. Yo, I just took my mom to get a hearing aid. They're pretty sick now. All the technology that's gone into like Apple Pods or whatever the hell they're called is like starting to pay off for Oh wait, that's not lethal. I should have Olivia'd, lol. It is lethal? Oh wait, it isn't? Yeah. Yeah. Well look man, I was talking about hearing aids. Anyway, so yeah, all the like they got like charging docks now and stuff. It's pretty cool. Oh, he chose death. Tozen desho? So true. You know what, Cerberus? You're right. Hey, what's up, Spirit Chiller? Always be him, the rune players. Poor Rune. Hey man, I played Rune, come on. Even if she wasn't right, wait a minute. Alright, well this is like the only card that matters in this matchup, right? Where you clicking? Hey, what's up, Lucas? Doko desu ka, Hime-sama? Cash me outside? Oh my god. I know what that means. Save me. Save me from knowing. Oh my god, look who it is. I guess the question is, do I Evo? Evo plays around Zirconia better. Neko, what? Yo, thank you for the follow. One happy yo. Yeah, but what am I doing on I don't have another follow-up. Mommy Claw? Alright. You watch them play a word, and then it's over for us. Yeah, I think Apollo is a fine inclusion, personally. A lot of people don't like him, but I think a 2-of is fine. That's no word. What can I say? Better player one. I just super evoed face. Is this song too loud? Am I going deaf, chant? I mean, we won that because we draw double gravy. That's like the only card that matters in that matchup. If you don't draw double gravy, then you need to draw Odin. Not Odin, Apollo. Yeah, Lumi Mage is a rascal for sure. Okay, we're going second against Abyss. We need to play for board. So I did a whole bunch of testing with Arita. Arita's another Rev member. SVO champion September 23, 24? Anyway, our testing showed that the Abyss Mirror is simply... it's just control the board and then you win. Okay. It is not the Abyss I was thinking it is. So we didn't coin out because we're going to +1 into gravy, most likely. Okay. A little cheeky. A little cheeky for sure. Oh, a little bit of respect now. I see how it is. Yo, what's up, Winged Kuribo? How you doing? Miss. Yes! Bro. Oh my god. Where can you find the tournament results? In the Discord and the Start GG website. Yeah, I know we had lethal right there. Yes, thank you, Jack. Thank you. You're a funny rascal sometimes. All right. I'm just teasing, bro. I'm just teasing. Where's that? Okay. You know? All right. How thigh gap like that? Look, I don't know. She's a demon. It is him? Demonically smexy. Do I want... I don't think we keep her without soiree. Yeah, the rune matchup is did they draw AoE? Man, I hope they didn't. Are the qualified decks released? Everyone's deck is released. Hang on. Oh my god. Alright, well I'm not gonna play into Sage Light. It's a little bit unfortunate, actually. I guess keeping double gravy was a bit whatever. It's a Wild West duel. It's called Power Nap. Oh, it's from the album Power Nap. It's called Bones. Man, so many windows to keep track of.
神をハグ悪魔を吊るせ油断したこれは熱いわよ吊るせハゲ根こそぎに
金より求めし原石よ
ハゼロ
輝く未来を作りなさい
次の狩り 神をハグ悪魔を吊るせ
壊れましたか
楽しくなってきちゃった吊るせハゲ根こそぎに 行こうどこまでももうダメです次の狩り
Yeah, something lives. Because we don't have enough shadows for Cerberus. No. We've only got these two in the pool. That's why I didn't play her. So we wouldn't get much value. Oh, okay. Bruh. So, if they're not close to death, that's why I don't like go crazy spending my super evo. Because if they have stacks left, they can heal. So,
壊れました
that's
か
why we're chilling. I mean, we're gonna die if I don't play, if I don't play Cerberus to heal out of, range next turn. Ah, yeah, okay, we're dead. Unless I can play more than one word?
"面をかぶるは良き若者」っと。
ワオンと登場であります。五行は我に、てめえじゃ無理だ。新たな次元へ。
やめやめ、つまんない。
So, our early game wasn't strong enough, and our mid game wasn't strong enough, and their late game was. Sure, deck list? Code better be 3 game. Still playing Minnow? I mean, she gives a skeleton for, Why won't this work now? Is any mid game you can pick your hand strong enough to handle 2 Norman? I think if we had enough shadows, maybe. But we might not even generate enough shadows. But that's a good point. Every creature has a
こ
skeleton.
こは冥界、私の庭よ。
勘弁してよ、戦闘なんて。
Oh my god. Alright, rewarded? This is why we play Minnow. Get owned.
ワオンと登場であります。
どうか使ってください。
You buy?
ワオンと登場であります。
Yo, thank you for the follow.
どうか使ってください。
Brother, what is this?
定時であなたを失礼します。私なんか。定時であなたを終わらせる。
Alright. Omega Law?
至るは地の奥、底の底。ボス、お元気ですか？
That needed to be filled out. But author, sorry.
これは熱いわよ。あらあら、わがままですね。私なんか。
Oh man, I gotta turn this up. Would chat love me if I was a draconic worm? Yes, yes, PD. You got to enjoy a bowl of peanuts. Nice.
ボス、お元気ですか？
Taekwondo, how you doing, man?
それでは。
呆れるな。
あらあら。 わがままです。それではやっちゃうんだから
痛いな。
Alright, how cooked are we? Ooh, okay, that's kind of scary. That is kind of scary.
Boss, お元気ですか？それ。
僕以下の存在。
宿命さえも切り伏せる。
渡りましょう。
Oh, okay, trading was cool. Man, I wish I had coin.
天才塊、大地は人並み。楽しくなってきちゃった。感謝してやられちゃい残念でした。残念でした。残念でした。
まだ手じゃない。
渡りましょう。
Alright, if we lose to Cerberus, I kind of deserve it, I guess. Because I just said... Oh.
僕に終わりはない。
Okay, I guess Odin works too.
勝利はここに。
覚えといてあげる。
Yeah, I mean, I just told chat, what, 10 minutes ago? Like, oh, in the mirror you have to play for board. It's not about going face. And then I just super greeted going face. So absolutely deserve to lose that. World first Mino super lethal? True. Hey, what? Hey, is Crumpy awake? He should be, right? You're dead inside? Okay. Crumpy, I'm playing your list from like a million years ago.
ここは冥界、私の庭よ。あなたとの対話を希望する。
Alright, we found the card that matters. Oh, come on, man. Not Puppet. Anything but Puppet. Alright, we're building shadows. We're building shadows. We're building shadows.
僕、不器用なんです。 ワオンと登場であります。僕は悪くないです。
I've never been more dead in my entire life.
射撃起動、演算。
命は君のためにある。
神をハグ悪魔を吊るせ。
捧げるよ。
今なら私は心と呼べる。これも命だ。
次の狩り。
許さない。憎い。
0時であなたを終わらせる。失礼します。どうしていつも。
Holy shit, that's a song for 9 o'clock in the morning.
すぐ楽にしてやろう。メス。
無休の空へと飛び立たん。
面をかぶるは良き若者っと。
これは熱いわよ。
我が星が任せて任せて。
Why? Oh, because we're bad at the game.
意図がなくても心は進む。心のままに防御を推奨する。届けたい心のままに。
まだ果てじゃない。
あとは任せた。
鎖は灰に、退屈は塵に。焼くわん、燃やすわん、消えろわん。楽しくなってきちゃった。全部焼いちゃえ。ぶっ飛ばすわん、ぶっ飛ばすわん、消えろわん、消えろわん。つらないわん。マスター。意図がなくても心は進む。心のままに外さない。届けたい心のままに。逃げるわ。もういた。心のままに。覚えといてあげる。
All right. Is that enough? I played my contractually obligated amount of Shadowverse. Now we can talk about the tournament. Set 3 is in like 4 weeks and 2 days, something like that. All right. I need some Talkverse music. What do we got? Love Live? Yes. Oh yeah. Hang on. I'm having to see past my microphone. Okay. Oh god, German mention? This might be too jolly. Alright. So, yeah, it's time for Talkverse. The tournament was an unmitigated disaster, to put it probably accurately. I don't think that's understating it. But yeah, it didn't go well. It did not go well. I just realized I'm covering my translator with the survivor icon. All right, let me capture Discord real quick. Window capture. Why aren't you listed there? Okay. There we go. All right, where's chat? Leak? Yeah, leaking DMs. Crazy. Okay. So, yeah. This was meant to be the first Shadowverse Open. I mean, it was the first Shadowverse Open for Worlds Beyond. And it had unprecedented levels of sign up. Typically, okay, so for Shadowverse 1, we had 2 regions. Well, way back we used to have 3 regions, I think, but then they changed it to 2 regions. Basically the West, which is North America and Europe, and then Southeast Asia, Oceania, which is obviously Southeast Asia and like Australia, New Zealand regions. And each of those events would typically get around 240, 250 entrants, and would run perfectly smoothly, like no problem at all. And we used the software Battlefy, or the website Battlefy, which is fine. I mean, it's not amazing, but I mean, I used that when I was a Feria tournament organizer. Feria is another card game if you've never heard of it. We use Battlefy for that. Shadowverse used Battlefy. I mean, most of the community tournaments use Battlefy because there's just a lot of familiarity with using that website in the Shadowverse community already. Runeterra used Battlefy? Okay. So for Worlds Beyond, they wanted to start afresh, basically. And they wanted to use start.gg. Now, as far as I know, start.gg is used in the fighting game community, and it's used a lot and is beloved, and people think it's sick. It has like more integration capabilities, such with Discord. Overwatch? Okay. Yeah. They, I mean, all right, we'll get into the apology in a second. I'm just trying to give the context of what happened. So they announced Kickoff 1, Kickoff 2, big tournaments, because this is a chance to get into the World Grand Prix tournament, right? And the World Grand Prix has the 100 million yen prize. It's like a life-changing amount of money. It's a big deal. You get to fly to Japan. You know, obviously people want to win that. You know, myself included. So there was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement to play in the Shadowverse tournament, which was demonstrated by the over 1,000 signups for Kickoff 1 and 2, and then wait lists of like 700 people each, something like that. So, you know, 4 to 8 times the amount of interest that that we experienced in Shadowverse 1. So a huge influx of players. We'll get into the format in a bit. And then basically they introduced this new website to use, 4 times the amount of people. And for some reason, it appeared like Geller, who is a legend, who's been the tournament admin for years and years, and has always been super professional to deal with, was basically left on his own. As if you look at all the timestamps around what was going on, he was like the only admin. Like, he's doing everything. And he's got like 2,000 screaming children yelling at him and demanding compensation and, you know, losing their mind. And, you know, to be fair, it was a terrible experience. But I just want to give a shout out to Gello for remaining professional and getting through the day, which, I mean, that would have been hell, man. Absolute hell. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go over the apology because it basically outlines what went wrong in a nice and succinct way. So it's reading time. So hello everyone. We'd like to offer our deepest and most sincere apologies for the unacceptable experience many of you had during today's tournament. So yeah, acknowledging that it was an awful experience. Our decision to switch to Start.gg for this event was made with the intention of improving tournament operations, Discord integrations, etc. It was regrettable, some problems that impacted the event. So what they're talking about there is in the back end. I mean, all right, so we'll get into what the problems were before I explain what they're talking about. But yeah, we accept full responsibility. And here's the issues that happened. So this was a big one. So I woke up, I'd set an alarm to play in this first tournament, which for me, it said that check-in closed at 3 a.m. my local time. And I checked that on the website 3 times the night before to make sure that I wasn't going to miss check-in. I got up at like 10 to 3, sat down here at this computer, and it said, you've missed check-in. Check-in closed 25 minutes ago. Unlucky. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's disappointing. The websites told me that I didn't check in time. So I went back to bed for like 4 hours. That was like the first problem. Because that led into this next problem. So typically in a tournament, you set a time for check-in so that you know that all the players are there, and if people haven't checked in, you remove them from the seed list. And then if you have a wait list, you allow people that were on that wait list to come in and fill those spots. And in my case, I thought I'd missed that, so I went back to bed. But when I woke up 4 hours later, I was still in the tournament and sitting at 0-2. So I went, oh, I guess I'll keep playing, and I did. So that's kind of the first issue, is that there was a lot of interest for people to play. There was a very full wait list, and the very first thing that you do before you start the tournament is you make sure that the players who are registered are actually going to be playing in the tournament so that you can allow people in who have been waiting, wanting to play. So that didn't happen. And that's a huge issue because that led into a number of further issues with zombie players. I'm a zombie player because I wasn't there, but I was continuing through the rounds, ending up with records like my record, which was 6-4. And I only actually played 4 games to get a record of 6-4. So the first 2 I lost because I wasn't there to play them. The next 3 I won because my opponent wasn't there. Because there were so many zombie players in the list that, there might have been maybe 500 active players after the first few hours. Anyway, let's continue. So there was confusion over brackets that were revealed to the waitlist players that seemed to indicate they were added to the tournament, and this was an error. Yeah, so people who were on the wait list, and I think this happened to you, Fitzy, were told that they had been included, but they hadn't been. So they, that's really frustrating. It's a tournament you want to play in because it's a chance for WPGP. It's a chance to win some money. You were added and then kicked. Yeah, so that was an absolute disaster. Because that feels bad, man, right? It's like, if you miss out, that's fine. But if you think you've missed out, you're told you can play, you're like, yeah, I can play. Oh, no, I can't. Like, it's like, it sucks. Yeah, all right, let me catch up on chat for a little bit. So... to be fair, Battlefy tournaments basically ran by themselves. Yeah, they did. And we'll get to the tweets I made after this. Didn't check in from waitlist either. Zombie player takeover. On my end, I lost a round because game crashed and turn got skipped. Yeah, that's also unfortunate. 2 happened to me as well. You missed check-in and got added to the... Yeah, nice. Okay. Talking about more minor issues, why on earth was the check-in timer 15 minutes on a best-of-1 format? Yeah, okay, so that's a teething problem going to start.gg. Because Battlefy is like 5 minutes, right? It's like if you're not there when that bell goes off, unlucky. Like, you need to check in. Also, if you fail to check in, there's a really good chance, if you don't contact admin, that you'll be DQ'd from the tournament for no-show. So that in future rounds, they're not having to deal with your zombie ass. So, yeah. 15 minutes. Yeah. I mean, that was a nightmare. Okay, change in round 1 matchups for pool 1. Our admin team incorrectly set the visibility on the pool 1 bracket, which meant the players could see their matches to check in and join. We opted to try to reset these matches so players would have a chance to play. However, this process was too slow with the tournament platform. I don't really understand that, but I know in Battlefy you can, like you have all your players, and then you seed them, and then, which is like a random process, obviously. Because there's no points or anything to seed people. So you randomly seed them, and then you say generate brackets, and you can preview them before you set them to live. So you can sort of see, you know, say if you were broadcasting it and you didn't want like the 1 and 2 player in the world to be in the first match together, you want them on other sides of the brackets, you can keep randomizing till you get a bracket that you kind of like. I don't think they do that. I'm not saying they do that, but that's what you can do. So I imagine it was something like that. They generated a bracket and then they accidentally made it visible before they were actually ready to go live with it. So did that impact anyone in chat? I actually didn't hear any complaints about this one. No? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so number 4, players not being disqualified and unable to report match results. Many matches are not updating from user submissions and require the tournament admins to use backend to confirm results. Yep, this is compounding tournament delays. Yeah, so this is absolutely true. So the 3 matches, so when I finally woke up and saw that I was still in, after waiting the 15 minutes for the player to not show up, in order to get that set as a win, you had to take a screenshot, including the match ID, ping someone in the Discord in support, then you had to go back to the match and then request moderator to come and have a look at it. So they weren't just automatically DQ'd for not showing up on time, which Battlefy did. Battlefy was like, oh, you didn't show up? Unlucky. See you, bro. Like, Battlefy makes you respect the pings and makes you like be there on time, man. Unless you talk to, like, if you're going to be late, you tell them first, basically. This was like all manual backend. So that's probably another teething issue. I'm sure that the software or the website is capable of doing that, but there's probably a setting that wasn't enabled. That's odd because StartDG has these features. Yeah, that sounds perfectly reasonable. Yeah, the timer, yeah, it should just auto. Okay. Players not being dropped from the tournament. The status of players who no-showed or dropped was not reflected in round 2 of Swiss. These drops were delayed due to overall stability issues found on the site and the admin team focusing on keeping the tournament rounds advancing. Okay. I can understand the second part of this, which is like, we just need to keep going. So fuck it, we'll deal with it later. But this aspect of it, I imagine, is just a setting. Like, if people didn't check in, they should have just been auto DQ'd. I'm one of those players. I should have been kicked, but I wasn't. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Glow? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Bahamut. You absolutely need to... I mean, that's probably a setting they need to turn on, right? Incorrect scores. Some players reported incorrect scores, and we have addressed these on a case-by-case basis. So... it was kind of confusing how you report the score. I mean, Battlefy was just Just easy, right? You go like, did you win this match? Yes. But this was like you chose win or you chose lose or something. I was in pool 2. Yeah, mine went forever. I don't know if this is blaming the like this doesn't really have anything to do with Start GG. I think this is just like regular tournament business. Like that regularly happens. Scores get reported incorrectly and they get dealt with. I think that's just normal business. I don't think they need to apologize for players making mistakes. Okay, adding players from the waitlist in the incorrect order. Okay, that was a very frustrating issue for a number of people. I saw one guy that said, I signed up to the waitlist like within 30 seconds of it going live and I didn't get, carried over. It's like, damn, that definitely should have been order of registration. So players from the waitlist were added based on their check-in time rather than their registration time. This was an error? Okay, fair enough. Try to make sure you don't do that next time. Orderlo. Unable to check into matches. There was an issue where players are unable to check in, which caused further issues with match results. Okay. I had issues finding my match. Like, it was really a confusing website to use from my point of view. Like, it wasn't clear to me where I needed to go, what I needed to click to like find my matches. If you use Battlefy, you hear the familiar that little bell. Doesn't matter what page you're on, it goes, hey, you've got a match. Click here to go to your match. It just takes a lot of the understanding of how the website works out of it. Yeah. And there was no little chime, right? That like that's such a neuron activation thing. Okay, that's fair enough. I hope they implement that in the future. Delayed public deck list. We did not complete and post the deck list in a timely manner. That's, yeah. I mean, you said you were going to post it sometime. You didn't. It's not a huge deal as long as it's before the tournament, but, you know, at least they're aware of that. They'd like to apologize again. Yeah. So, as you can see, a lot went wrong. So, I mean, this is just the administration side of the tournament. So, I'm making a note here. Administration was probably like a 2 out of 10. I'm giving them a 2 because the staff that did stay, like Gello, did everything they could to make it work. So there were people who gave a shit and were trying to do their best. It's not like they would, you know, they didn't give a shit. Like, he was really trying his best to try and keep the whole thing together. And also they made the really wise decision to not continue with kickoff number 2, which was meant to start 8 hours after this first tournament had started. So I think that was an excellent decision. I think it might have been worth canceling the whole thing so they could just reset, because a lot of these results are kind of pretty sussy baka when it comes down to a WGP spot. I want to know that the best player from the region is actually going. But anyway, that's another matter. So things that weren't mentioned in here that is probably worth mentioning would be something like during the tournament, it took hours and hours and hours for anything to happen. I think after 4 hours, only 2 rounds had been played. And the entire tournament ended up taking like 13 hours in total, I think. Which is a really long time for best of 1, 10 rounds. Yeah. I mean, this contributed to like the zombie players, you know, me only playing 4 games to get a 6-4, because half of the people had just left. They either just left because they were frustrated, because they went to bed, because they'd been up since 3 a.m. You know, there's a whole bunch of reasons, which was also exacerbated by the fact that the entire dropping channel was ignored. And if Gello was the only person on, I can 100% understand that they just couldn't, they didn't have the administrative power to actually listen to this. But people were doing the right thing and dropping, but no one was actually getting dropped from the tournament. You can typically, like in old SV, under each of these, you'd see a little check mark from the admin saying, yep, I've dropped you, yep, I've dropped you, yep, and that wasn't happening. So yeah, I mean, I slept through the first 2 rounds and then started playing. So yeah, it was something. So that was the administration issues. So it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I don't really like to drama farm, but I think it's perfectly reasonable to acknowledge, as even the people running it have, that it was not really acceptable for a Shadowverse tournament. So some things that it's probably worth mentioning, some common misconceptions, is that this tournament isn't run by Cygames. It's run by Elephant. Elephant is I guess a production. I don't know exactly what they are, but they manage tournaments. They manage like the live stream for Shadowverse Open. Like when you get a top 8, you get taken into the Elephant like production Discord. So they're separate to Cygames. They've been in a partnership with Cygames for a long time. I'm not saying this lets Cygames off the hook in any manner. I just want people to know that it's not directly Cygames. So complaining to @Cygames Twitter is not really going to do anything for you. And on that note, I wouldn't be expecting any compensation from Cygames in your inbox in terms of like free packs or anything. Because it's just not going to happen. So yeah, don't expect that. Okay, so let's talk about the format. 3 packs would solve everything? Yeah. It's not gonna do anything, is it? So the format is 2 deck, best of 1. Which I think couldn't possibly be. Oh, no, it's true. It could be worse. The only way this could be worse is if it was closed deck list. If it was closed deck list, 2 deck, best of 1, that's the only way I think it could be worse. I imagine that best of 1 was a decision made so that people felt like they didn't have to whale to get 2 playable decks. But I think focusing on a low barrier to entry rather than focusing on skill expression and better player wins is a mistake if you're aiming to be an esports game. I don't think it's a good idea. Exactly. Yeah. So that wasn't advertised, and that's the same as it was in SV1. You could register a deck that you didn't own the cards for, but you need to practice a deck you own. That helps if you have like 90% of a deck, but if you have 0 of a deck, I don't think it really helps you that much. So yes, you can use the entire card pool in a game, but how are you going to play a deck you've never played before? Yeah. So Now, Cygames stated on a recent interview that they wanted Shadowverse Worlds Beyond to be different from Shadowverse in that they want decks and events to be a low barrier to entry, but have a high skill ceiling. So I think this decision for Best of One reflects that design methodology that they mentioned. They want it to be easy for people to participate, but still reward, high level play. Yeah. I don't know if that's why it was chosen as Best of One, but at any rate, this was an absolute joke. You know, I don't mind decks being overpowered. I don't mind decks having bad matchups, but in order for that to be relevant in a competitive setting, you need to be able to play at least 3 games, and preferably with a ban. I really like the 3-deck 1 ban. I'm fine with 2-deck 0 ban best of 3, but best of 1, regardless of how many decks you can bring, is not it, man. Like, it's just not it. It doesn't account for any variance. So, yeah, 3-deck 1 ban is goated. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone 8-2 even with my 2 auto losses if I drew my relevant cards in the matchup that I needed them, but I didn't. Oh well. And if that happens twice, fine. But happening once is it's just awful. Anyway. So going forward, I'd like to see the 2-deck best of 3, preferably 3-deck 1 ban, but I'll take JCG format over best of 1. I'll take anything over best of 1. Am I saying I expressed my skill? No. And that's a problem. That's more of a systemic problem with the current card pool, is that card quality is king. Your top 15 cards are more important than how you play them, I think. There's definitely room on the edges, but I expect people in tournaments to play competently at the very least. On an average, I'd expect most people to be playing competently. So I mean, I don't even know how to address that. We just need more cards. We need more cards that do stuff. There's so little variation in the deck lists and so little opportunity to, express tech, make decisions. But yeah. We've heard your feedback. Best of 1 closed licks. Oh, okay, thank you. I mean, I'd prefer single list than like the 2-deck 0 ban makes it worse, right? It actually makes it worse. Because then you've got another 50-50 to win. Yeah. Admin didn't realize that. Okay, so in the game, I think you can set it to be open if it wasn't a best of 1. If it was a best of 3 format, I think you can make it open deck list, but we're yet to see that. So, is there anything else we want to say about the format? Just that we want it changed. There was a little ray of hope in this, due to ongoing stability issues. We will postpone Kickoff 2 to another date. There may be a rules and format change. So that would be sick. They're saying this will continue, but we'll consider a makeup tournament for this one. So yeah. All right. I hope my mic muted then. I'm sorry if it didn't. You think this is something enforced by side games? Okay. Yeah. They are doing a lot of best of one. So, all right, if that's the case, it's not really, these guys' fault. But we can only hope that it's only for this first period that they're going to be best of one. Because otherwise it's a joke. All right. In terms of what decks were brought, I don't think it'll be any surprise to you. Just give me a second here. I just need to hide this for a sec. Because I need to go into DMs. Awugo. Okay. So I just posted this in here just for, so this is what people brought. Okay. Don't leak our spicy DMs, our scrandal DMs. I guess this is no surprise to anyone, right? Wait, can you guys actually see that? Oh, you can. All right. Mid-range sword just beat out spell boost rune. 46%. Like that's, that's a lot. Sword wins by your opponent running out of board clear. Spell boost wins by not running out of board clear. Yo, what's up, Magnet? I mean, I couldn't play sword to win a match because I am too proactive in my thinking. I think you need to play it like a control deck. It's just, and it's a hope and pray kind of deck. Can they clear this? Oh, they can't? Oh, I win. Oh, they cleared it? All right, let's make another board. Oh, they cleared it? All right, let's make another board. Like, I hate that feeling, man. But anyway. Other Haven, Other Dragon, Other Abyss, Rose Green Forest, 4 people, 4 absolute gigachads. Like, shout out to them. Gildaria is a fairly criminal card, yeah. Making board while clearing, classic. Control Haven, Storm Haven, Face Dragon, 25 Tempo Forest Chads, 62 Dirt Rune Giga Chads, 63 Based Ramp Dragoners. Okay, so my run, I don't know what my first 2 opponents played because I was asleep. The next 4 people DQ'd, I think. And then I faced only sword. Oh, sorry, I lie. Sword and 1 artifact portal. But, yeah. And I played rune every match, so. How they differentiate mid-range sword from aggro? I think it's the lists. would be, well, obviously it's the list, but yeah, Tentacle, Quick Blader, uh, One of Center. What was the second deck I brought that I didn't use? Was Aggro Abyss. Um, but after registering that and then doing testing, it didn't win anything. It was a terrible deck. I shouldn't have brought it. I rated it like a 3 out of 10. In a tournament where half of people brought Sword, it was unplayable. It didn't beat Forest. No one played Forest, unfortunately. It does beat Forest, but yeah. Yeah, Aggro Abyss. Um, Aggro Abyss is a really good like day 1, 2 of a new expansion deck just to scam people while they're learning decks. But yeah, once people know how to play against it, it's pretty bad. Is my opinion. Post 90s clarity. Yeah. It's so bad in Discord. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Normally at the end they announce who won, but they didn't this time, and I think that might be partly because if you click on results in the tournament page, they're in random order. It's not in like order of wins. So I feel like they have to like manually figure that out, which seems like a disaster. Yeah, I'm not saying the deck can't beat Sword, but I mean I was playing scrims with a reader for hours, and overall, like, it was just super Sword favored, so I couldn't play it if anyone brought Sword. So results page, yeah, is an absolute mess. So. What's Sif's Twitter? Oh, it was in chat just a second ago. I think Lol King posted it. Hang on. Yeah. Copy link. I suggest considering Battlefy. Everyone loves Battlefy. Nah, this is 100% incompetence from their part. They are professional event handler. This shouldn't have happened in the first place. Okay. But it did, bro. So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed with how it went. But I'm not angry. If the next one is like this, I'll be angry. But you know, organizations are made up of people, and people make mistakes. So, like, it was terrible, but like, let's give them a chance to see if they can fix it. Is my current take. Be angrier? Unfortunately, I can't be. I just can't care enough. It's frustrating. It's unacceptable, but if they do it again, I'm out. If they fix it, I'm happy. So let's extend Rose Branch. Yeah. And you know, like the I've spoken to the admins for years. So like, I mean, I don't know if you'd say they were friends, but like they're people in the community that have been around for a long time and have always acted really professionally. So I'm not gonna. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. That's, it's that kind of vibe. And I'm happy to give him a second chance. Yeah. It's very For how many things that went wrong, they actually like stuck with it and finished it, which is impressive in its own right. If I was in charge, I would have gone, no, this is untenable. We need to restart everything. And part of me wishes that did happen because we kind of needed to, like, the results of this tournament are a little sketchy. I'm not going to say they're fraudulent because still getting that many wins is difficult or lucky or both. But it brings into question the competitive integrity of the event, which is never a positive. Isn't Worlds Beyond supposed to be their second chance, though, and people who played SV1 mainly say they are doing the same stuff just at accelerated speed? Oh! Well, I didn't have a problem with Shadowverse 1. I mean, I played that game for like 16,000 hours and competed in every tournament I could. So I don't know. You got 5 DQs? Hell yeah. I only got 4. So you went to bed at 5 a.m. because you're in pool 1? Damn. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I was fine with Shadowverse. That's why I kept playing it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have kept streaming it. Did we get our badges? It normally takes weeks. So yeah. You just have to do with this one. But this was so funny. So the best thing to come out of the tournament was definitely the memes. There was a lot of funny posting going on in the general chat. I'm not going to go through them all because there's some things that I don't want broadcast on my Twitch channel, but there's some funny shit in there. Yeah, I took a screenshot of an earlier version of that, which was like I survived round 5, and tweeted it, and it's my most successful tweet of all time. It got like 100 likes or some shit, which is like far and above anything I've ever tweeted before. So yeah, how did pool 1 end up beating? I think pool 1 was being managed by Geller. So, and then Yuki Kaze finally joined and took over pool 2. So I think he was like starting to learn how the software works. So we just kept getting delayed. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. You thought it was an official yeah, it should be. Absolutely 100%. Yeah, so that's what happened. Now let me see if I can find my record. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to see, I know we posted this earlier, but this is all of the deck lists from the tournament. If you want to go through them, if you're that kind of guy, they're available there. Okay. All right. I'm sorry for all of the dark theme enjoyers. I'm about to capture uh, a window that is not in dark mode. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, so here's my run. Slept through, lost. Slept through, lost. Woke up, saw I was against my teammate, Bocce, They didn't check in, so I won by DQ. The beacons are lit. Lord Alfred didn't show up, win by DQ. Lord Raven didn't show up, win by DQ. Cat was the first match I played. Played Artifact Portal into my spell burst, which was unfortunate. Clarity played Sword into my spell burst and had 1, 2, 3, 4 Zirconia going second, and I didn't have AoE, so I lost. Cool game. Luther didn't show up, won by default. Hazard did show up. What did they play? I don't remember, but I won. Spray Quasar showed up and played Sword into my spell boost. I didn't draw a declimb until turn 9, so I lost. And my record was 6-4. So that took 13 hours. And I slept through 4 of it. So GG, unlucky, well played. You know. Attendees 1,411. So I'll try and see if there's dashboard, your events, cool, preliminary. Oh, the whole time it says complete decks, which is also really confusing. So yeah, standings. The results are not ordered. So 9164, 9132, 91. Hey, that's our teammate, Mac. Well done, Macca. Go Rev. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about it, but it didn't go well. As we've discussed. So I guess going forward, obviously we'd like to see the tournament administration go more smoothly. I obviously want the format to change to best of 3 in any capacity. I don't. Oh, here's some things we didn't discuss. All right, let me get rid of this incredibly bright screen for a second. My eyes are starting to bleed. Why isn't West and why aren't the regions split? So, oh, Ninja Daniel, if you remember what his name was, you can look on the spreadsheet list. Why? Remember in the live stream when they said, oh, there's an Oceania region, there's an SEAO region, there's Europe and North America, and they were showing all these regions for Shadowverse Open. Why aren't our tournaments regionalized anymore? Sword or Rune. Why do some people play at 3 a.m.? Exactly. So, yeah, it used to be that you couldn't register in a tournament that wasn't in your time zone. And they had tournaments for time zone. So, why'd they do that? Who made that decision? That might be a question worth asking of the admins, actually. What happened to regions? Maybe. Yeah, I'm interested to find out why. All right. Was there anyone else? Was there anything else we wanted to discuss in chat? Yeah, is there still Taiwan Open, Korean Open? Do they still exist? I probably should know that, but I don't know for sure. It's definitely Side Games decided? Okay. Okay, okay. And they're running the same format, I imagine. Can we talk about how to deal with sword on ladder? Um, all right, well, give me a sec. Wait, that actually did stop. Yeah, okay. Um, all right, Sebas, DMs are getting leaked, but it's just a picture of matchups. All right, 1 second, 1 second. Okay, so this chart you read by looking at it left to right. The hell is Discord, man? Okay, so you read it by going left to right. Left double circles like really good matchup. Cross is really bad matchup. And you look at the deck on the left, and then its matchup is on the right. So, for example, Sword has an incredibly good matchup into Wardhaven. Okay. Um, so let's look at Sword. Sword doesn't really have any cross matchups. This is just a generalization as well. This isn't like Triangle is like a bad matchup. Cross is like so really good, say like 70-30, 60-40, even 40-60, 30-70. It's kind of the how it goes. So Sword is okay. Like it's not great into Roach, and it's not great into Spellburst, and it's not great into Artifact Portal according to this, and has an even matchup with Mid-Range Abyss. So if you want to beat Sword, it suggests that you play Roach, Spellburst, or Artifact Portal. Is the Uma Musume thing? Yeah, so you can see Wardhaven it's a really polarizing deck. Lots of good matchups, but lots of unplayable matchups. So, you know. You feel like Roach is favored into Abyss? It is favored into Abyss, but it's not favored into Aggro Abyss. Oh, you said Aggro Abyss. You're just using that thing. I mean, I did a bunch of testing with Arita. It's not a cross. It's much closer to a hyphen triangle situation. Yeah. You feel like Roach smokes artifacts? Okay. The other thing to take into consideration, this isn't really intended for ladder matchups. This is more for tournament matchups, I believe. So you're assuming that the decks are played perfectly. It's hyphen for sure. I don't know about that, man. I think it's closer to triangle. So yeah. At the moment, I think you're fine playing Roach on ladder because you never see Ward. I mean, if you're in Diamond, you're not seeing Ward and you're not seeing Aggro Abyss. And you've got a good matchup into the two most popular decks, so that's my answer. Yeah. Yeah, if you drop into aggro land, like aggro sword land, aggro abyss land, then you play poppets to get out, and then you can go back to Roach. Ah, double circle, likely to win, or very likely to win. Single circle, it's basically left to right, a good matchup to a bad matchup. Yeah, yeah, mid abyss is good into puppets because you just play for control, and then you out heal their double Orcus, and then they can't kill you. So anyway. If you want to look at this chart yourself, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, Puppet. Puppet's really good to get back to Diamond. It's never failed me, honestly. All right. Well, that's how the tournament went. So, it did kind of leave me not super enthused to play a lot of Shadowverse for the next couple of days. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here. I just played enough to so people had time to roll in. Yo, what's up? I walked here. Good to see you, man. Um, yeah. I mean, I'll probably be back same time tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Uh, but I'm hoping some kind of in-game event gives us the motivation to play. I can't believe we have a whole month left of these same decks left. I can't believe it's the Rune Sword show for another month. Yesterday was cinema. Yeah, we kind of was. Yeah. So yeah, in summary again, I have hope that they can improve because they are a professional organization, and it's unfortunate it went the way it did. But let's give them one more chance before we start crucifying and going crazy. Oh, the balance change cherry pop. That would be interesting. I am looking forward to that. Because now the tournament's over, right? Hmm. Interesting. Be respectful and not abusive. 100%. Yeah, there's no need to be rude. You can express your frustration without being an asshole, basically. It's a strange way to call this first change. Sebas is a rascal. He's such a rascal. All right. Where are we going today? Who we got? Oh, Lord Cyblade is streaming. All right. Cyblade, a long time friend of the channel. It's got a really smooth voice. And I think he's like a chemistry teacher. So That's cool. It's fine to be upset about how the event went. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. No, if you're frustrated, feel it. I was frustrated too. It's totally fine to be upset. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, well, thank you for the follow. Shout out to Torlind for the 1,000,000 years resub. 33 months. Thank you so much, Torlind. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.